EG might try to go for that strategy. With something like a Dragon Knight and a Baden and the Viper, even though Jakiro was of course restricted by Tinker, but they let Tinker run something similar here, so we'll see how that all works out, as Fernandez might need to change his hotkeys to another language.
I think with the lineup they got, it's actually a bit better at pushing. I mean, who would you have traded Dragon Knight for in this scenario? For Team Tinker? Because if you look at like Jakiro, that it's kind of like having the Dragon Knight ulti to some degree, except it's better and it's not even an ultimate, so it's way better. Pycat is the Death Ball hero. I guess that's the replacement, right? His Viper.
Yeah, what they could have done is they could have tried to get all three, and they could have run Viper mid, or Viper safe lane rather, Dragon Knight mid, and then a dual lane off lane Jakiro at Baden, which is kind of similar to what EG has run in the past with some dual lane Jakiros. I know I'm referencing EG a lot when it comes to this strat, but to me they're like the team running it the best and the most, so they kind of are the benchmark for how you can play these kind of strategies.
I don't think I've seen Pycat play Dragon Knight recently at all, so it might just be a comfort factor here, right? Because I've seen a lot of his Viper. And
he plays a really good Viper, so yeah. Well, we'll see how it works out. Let's have a look at the teams and players. So for Team Tinker, it's going to be EGM on the Abaddon, Pycat, we already mentioned, and Viper. Bulba will be playing as Jakiro, Koikima onto Wraith King, so support Wraith King, or sorry, core Wraith King, I guess, and Sing Sing onto Lillashrak. Interesting that they put a core Wraith King. I thought they would put a core Jakiro. Or, well, never mind, they're already doing that. What am I talking about? They have double support with a Baden last pick. Yeah. So this is kind of what they have to do unless they want to farm the Lesh. So it makes sense.
I want to see a farm Lesh. Sing Sing will find farm one way or another. And for EG, we have PPD playing the Crystal Maiden. At the top rune right now is Bernardo Reyes, also known as Zai, on the Nyx Assassin. I'll probably be calling him Bernardo the rest of the game. Also, Juan Fernandez. God, this is going to be tough. Arteezy's playing the Outworld Devourer. Fear on the Ember Spirit, and Universe is going to be playing Magnus, as I can hear you typing furiously away at your disgusting keyboard. Double damage picked up by Sing Sing. How dare you type during the beginning of the game, Sinner? That's very rude to me and the viewers watching.
What? What are you talking about? I'm just informing people that the game is live. I'm doing...
You're tweeting during our game. Just pay attention to bottom lane, because Universe is going to get sent by Koika. Sing Sing gets a nice split earth, double damage. Goodbye, Universe, who picked up one level of Shockwave right away.
I just want to point out, I saw the entirety of that.
Shut up, Sinner.
There was... What's your problem?
I don't know. I'm trying to wake up. This is my way of waking up, is to berate you somehow. For no reason.
You know,
I don't need
it's good to inform people that the game is live and ongoing, right? Someone has to do it. You're never doing it. You don't care.
How can I do it? I'm doing the camera. Well, barely, but I'm still doing the camera, technically speaking.
You might as well.
I'm gonna miss kills anyway, might as well alt-tab to do social media. You're right. Okay, next time I will do just that.
Could actually be an interesting experiment. See if anyone notices.
Dire's top tower is under
probably
attack.
wouldn't, honestly. PPD is in the opposing jungle, by the way. He's going to be found out by EGM right off the bat, who's going to try to take off that mana pot, and he does so, but ends up getting experience and the gold for that beautiful neutral centaur creep. The baby
Dire's
centaur, if you will.
Is under
Or
attack.
do we agree it's the grandfather centaur? It's just he's like shrunk.
We had this talk before, which it was kind of an eye-opener for me, that the small centaur actually looks older than the big one.
How is that an eye-opener? As if it matters at all. Very important stuff. Oh, 60! Skewered onto the cliff. He's gonna be able to walk out.
Okay, that was
so maybe a little bit overexcited, but either way, that was hilarious. Okay. Universe
I
has
thought Universe wanted to try to
shot.
skewer him up there, but not like all the way follow him. So just try to get him stuck. But then again, it's against a Lesh with Splitter, so he can just get out all the time anyway. So, just a cute play from Universe, doesn't really bring much with it. The more important thing is, Tinker are running a dual lane off lane, and they're keeping the safe laner away. Ooh. It's a huge win for them right now that there's nothing happening from EG in the bot lane. At the same time, you've got the Viper, Pycat, and mid doing okay against Arteezy's OD, and then in the top lane, of course, it's just easy for Team Tinker with their Jakiro and... wait, how does Jakiro only have 4 CS here?
Jakilo? Jakilo Neil? Yeah, I'm not sure.
I love that. That's good. You're totally awake. You're not waking up. You're a foul liar.
Thank you. I'm so awake right now. Somebody's TP was forced in mid lane. I wish I knew who it was, but that was a big waste.
I think it was EGM. He's got cooldown, and he didn't use it. Like, he didn't port in to stay top. Mana burn coming in from Mr. Bernardo, which is Zai.
That's a... I like that pronunciation, Cinder. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
If only I could pronounce your name, then I'd feel comfortable talking to you in my native language. Impossible name to pronounce, by the way. It sounds like I'm like, oh, duh, like I have to do that noise, but I can't do it properly. Anywho, Wraith King at the top of the charts right now as far as CS is concerned, Koitka. I said that correctly, thank you very much.
Yeah, it was close
Just getting
enough.
complete free farm, complete free experience. Zai getting forced out of lane at top. Bulba doing a nice job at that. Has 2 levels of liquid fire. So as far as his CS, you're a little bit surprised it only has 11. I guess I would have to agree. I mean, Fear has 21, so that's already more than the Jukiro. And it hasn't really been any... I guess there's been mana burns, but no real kill potential yet.
I don't know how much they've been worried about the CM. Like you pointed out earlier, PPD was working around that top lane and top jungle, but now that he's left, I still think Bulba isn't getting enough out of it. And it's just the... It looks like it's just the fear factor, to be honest, not the player, but the fact that CM is gone. They don't really dare doing anything on this lane. Playing very defensively as Bulba. We'll be getting a couple of CS here under the tower, as it looks. But I guess it's still okay for them, right? They got a 4.5-minute Midas on their Wraith King. Their dual lane off lane is easily doing better. Oh, Fear.
Beautiful change on the creeps, gets them nicely done, runs away. They'll be good. Yeah, this is going to be a tough lane to get a kill, I think, one way or another.
What actor did you just remind me of there?
I wasn't imitating anybody, so I don't know. That's up to you to decide, I suppose. Universe forced back into his fountain. I think he's been jungling, I guess. Shockwave level 2. Getting something out of this lane. There's no way he's going to survive bot lane, so this is very nicely done from him.
It's probably the right choice, but it's still it's still not good, right? That's the problem.
You know he had a Midas already? Koitka?
Yeah.
Good God.
Arteezy's like, fucking grats, you can buy no tallies, and he does it himself.
EGM TP's mid. This time he doesn't cancel it, but he's not there in time to save his teammate. As Pycat drops to the deck. Astral Imprisonment. The Impale actually misses, but it's not really going to matter. Splitter does hit on Juan Fernandez. God damn it, Arteezy. I hate you sometimes. I really do.
I love this starting build. And it's for
Arteezy?
2. Yeah, so first of all, he has this very famous quote. He lost a one-on-one mid to...
A one-on-one?
A one-on-one. Who was it to?
You didn't even get it. I hate you.
Huh? I still don't get it.
Juan Fernandez?
I get it now. Damn. You're on fire today. Yeah, he lost a one-on-one to... What's his face? I can't remember, but it's a very famous loss, and then he said, "Cunt fucking grats, you can buy null talismans," and then he left. And I think they both had 2 null talismans. It was Quack versus Puck.
Okay.
And now he's going for 3 of them on his OD, but that's the one reason I like it, is that it's kind of funny for that reason, but it's secondly also very good for this kind of lane. He's doing very well against the Viper, and it makes his ultimate extremely potent when Crystal Maiden comes in for a gank like that. I think he used Astral twice, so he got 16 more than you see on him right now. And then that ultimate just took two-thirds of the Viper's health, who even has a point corrosive tank, so very nice.
Astral Imprisonment on him again, but he doesn't really care too much about mana, to be perfectly honest, as the jungle's going to be inhabited by quite a few members of Team Tinker, but PPD is the one that should be careful. He's going to be found. They have Ice Path, they have pretty much everything. They don't even need to land anything. Diabolic Edict. The Grandfather Centaur is going to take a little bit of it, but
tower is under attack.
man, poor guy. Like, can you imagine shrinking as you get older? That's just the worst. He is so small. He's cuddly, but disgusting at the same time.
I wonder who he made it with to get such a big child, though.
Did you say I wander? Hmm?
Okay, that's enough shit.
Alright, I'm done. I'm done, guys. I'll be here all week.
He might have made it with one of the granite golems.
Yeah, perhaps.
What else is big enough in this game to mother such a child? Roshan?
Maybe it's probably a hero. Tiny, level 1. Impale's just gonna miss EGM. I don't know if they had enough to actually kill him. Because Arteezy's ult was down. It still is down, by the way. His spell icons look awesome, by the way. Just a little quick mention there. Koifka is now at top lane, so transitioning a bit to perhaps try to pressure Fear. I mean, he does have the level advantage, 2 levels, has the Midas as we talked about, and 1800. Does he go Blink right away, or does he go some sort of Boots? I think going Boots at this point, if you're getting complete free farm, is kind of a waste. Maybe it is a Blink.
I like the Blink a lot because of their team composition. The follow-ups are really good, right? If you get a Blink stun and you have Lishrak in the neighborhood and an Ice Path, the effective lockdown duration is really long. So that would be a nice choice. The alternative, however, is also that he just tries to farm up really much, because probably the communication going on in Team Tinker right now is Pycat's telling them he's not getting enough out of mid. He's playing a mid Dominator in Viper, and he's losing because it's against an OD, and OD even goes
has his ult to work with. So one that's not. Oh wait, never mind. He got mana burn to the last second. Sing trying to support his teammate, but will just die in the end. So great support here from EG, and really good mana burn at the last second. Does he not have a wand? Yeah. So he's obviously saving for bigger ticket items. Wand? You're not allowed to do it if I'm not allowed to do it. Come on, that's not fair.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Pycat's gonna run it. Oh, beautiful double impale coming from Zai. Not sure what that searing chains was from Fear. I think he tried to. No, he didn't even use Sleight of Fist. I'm not sure what that was. But Zai on the run, he's just going to get right-clicked fairly easily. And Ember Spirit is going to get slowed, but I don't think they have any follow-up for this. That Zai stun, even though it didn't matter. That Zai stun, pretty sick. Arteezy finds EGM, just going to take a little bit of his intelligence and then casually run away.
That's a big problem for Bad in this game. If he gets Astral twice like this in lane, he's kind of useless until he gets... He has mana for 1 spell. And next time he's gonna have for 0.
Well, Arteezy's not playing favorites. Oh my god! Sanity's... Are you serious? What level is Lesh? Level 4. Wow!
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's got triple null, treads, and the Staff of Wizardry. This is the full intel build. He has more than 100 intelligence 10 minutes in. Lishrak has 35.
You're getting a little robotic, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe we change servers after this game. I don't know. Maybe it's a...
I can just reconnect. I'll try.
Okay. As we see a reconnect come from the great Cinderwind, Koifka is trying to get this push going. A couple TPs though. Nice Ice Path into Macro Pyre and the stun as well. And beautiful dodge from Fear. They're going to clean up Bulba with extreme ease. Koifka trying to run away. What is he? Oh, he went treads actually, so he's doing a little bit of tanky build. Still has his wand as he just picked it up. I don't think he's going to get mana burned again. They might be waiting for it though. No, that's a way too long of a cooldown. So his ult does pop. PPD trying to TP out. The Wraith Fire Blast will miss. It'll follow him to his fountain. Zai is not going to be so lucky though. So it ends up being a 1-for-1, but the big time Wraith King ultimate was used. So definite advantage, I would say, going EG's way. It's still level 1, so I mean that's disgustingly long cooldown. How's your voice? Oh, look at these dodges from Fear.
Well, you're lagging a little bit for me on TeamSpeak, so it might be the server itself rather than one of us. But
alright, well we'll have to switch after the game. You guys have to put up with robot-y voices. Looks like bottom lane's gonna get pushed by Team Tinker. Meanwhile, Pycat defending top lane. Might be a fight, in fact. Universe has RP to work with if he finds a good situation. They don't really have the best initiation though, without Universe having that blink. So he's about 700 away at the moment. 800. What is this? Oh, Urn of Shadow is gonna be the pickup for Zai. Surprised he's going for a little bit of a utility, considering he loves going trolley builds all the time. He's just going to run right into Koifka. Gets the spike carapace up, but the stun is there. Sinks and getting initiated by Fear. Pops the diabolic edict. This is going to be enough damage from Fear. He should be able to take him down. Indeed, he does. EGM on the run now. Zai is here to support. Macro Pyre, Ice Path combination being used. Koifka, of course, he does not have his ultimate. Remember, getting extremely low. Pops his wand. It looks like he will fall. Eventually. God, my calls are so bad. A nice self-imprisonment. Onto Arteezy. Great King did fall, so I was correct in the end. They're going to try to trade. They do, to some degree. It's a 3-for-1 ultimate on Fear from Pycat. He gets stunned at the last second. Is this enough? Indeed it is. So
You're
it's
gonna
a
stop
3 for
making
2.
calls now. You're gonna start asking questions. You're not gonna say it's enough. You're like, is this
Is
enough?
this enough? Oh my goodness.
Are they ganking bottom? Arteezy?
I can say they're ganking
Zai.
bottom.
Did Zai get spotted? Is the creep wave attacking him? I think it is, Sunspan.
Did he pop spike carapace? Did he get ice pack? Did he get dual breath?
Middle tower is
I
under
think he
attack.
died. Did he?
I think he died.
Can we just do a whole cast where it's just questions? That was a question too, by the way. Yeah.
It's definitely more enjoyable if your voice wasn't as awful as it is right now.
Oh, that's right. Sorry to everybody watching on Twitch.
Oh,
You want to
the
just change
robotic
servers
question.
right now? We can just do it
Yeah,
while in the
just
middle.
try to switch to the other one and see if it helps.
Alright guys,
Let's give it a
see how
shot.
my camera work is. Derpy derpy derp. Okay. Hopefully I don't miss a kill. Testing, testing, hello.
1, 2, 3 horses.
1, 2, 3. Think we're okay. Man, the production value of this stream is just insane. Pycat
We
will
are
be found by
balling.
Zai into Obscura from Universe. Down he goes. Meanwhile, top lane. Nothing's happening. Arteezy might be getting
Or
ganked.
is it?
Or is it?
He will get
He
ganked.
can self-imprison to dodge this. He's just gonna imprison everything in there. He's in way too deep, I feel. He does have decent move speed. Force Staff's already been used.
If he gets another banish
Has
off, he
a
could one-shot Sing with his
teleportation.
ult.
No way he got out of that.
There is
That wasn't
nowhere.
flashy at all.
Aw, Tinker have got to feel
Dire's
horrible
top
about that one.
tower
But the
is
thing
under
is, like you said, you could say that wasn't so flashy, but that's kind of what makes it flashy, right? He goes for, sometimes going for the obvious play
Dire's
against
bottom
pros
tower
can
is
be
under
really good,
attack.
because they're expecting the next level one, right? So then...
But that doesn't mean it's flashy. It still wasn't flashy.
Oh, okay, well, if that's what you meant,
Dire's
then fair enough.
structures are
But
fortified.
Oh, what else would I mean by flashy? It doesn't look flashy, Cinderwin, okay?
okay.
You're looking to
like
get this
that.
last hit on the tower. Looks like he
Dire's
will get it
bottom
and just
tower is
remnant out,
fallen.
no problem. Meanwhile, mid lane, we have an astral imprisonment on somebody. It's on EGM. Oh, actually, the shock is this. 4-step. Okay.
My God.
Sanity Eclipse is there to destroy literally everybody. He's been using on
That-
single target, which is fine. Getting some
That
easy
spell
kills.
has got to be in the top
Dire's
3
middle
spelling
tower
Dota
is
2 in
under
terms of
attack.
satisfaction when you use it. Like,
Dire's structures are fortified.
that feeling when you drop a good OD ult, man. It's...
You know, the sound effect is actually OD's voice saying, "Ugh."
Dire's
It's a
middle
Kriegasm
tower
for
has
sure.
fallen.
OD-gasm. Oh, does he have a blink? Yes, he does.
Yes, he
RP
does.
available. He could get a double here.
Yeah, but they
Tinker
see
on
the
carry.
blink. They see the blink. Wraith King ult is, well, actually it's up, but he doesn't have enough mana. No, now that I say that he wands up. Wands up again. Oh wait, you already used that. Damn it, Cinderin. Thought I was being special. It's okay. So it looks like this will break up, and
Damn, I was trying to come up with one more in the fly and I couldn't.
it's okay. It's a tough one. It's a tough pun to reuse over and over in an hour-long cast, but we'll find.
Oh.
We'll find a way.
We're trying.
We're trying for you guys. The cringe cast continues. That's what we should call these casts.
Oh,
Where we
cringe
talk about
cast.
nothing.
That's actually a really good idea. It's not really
What?
a
It's a really good idea. It's not really.
Yeah, it's not
Huh?
really a good idea.
Okay. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Ended my sentence. PPD is looking for an opening in the mid lane. Looks like EGM is kind of... I feel like this is every single game we see EGM on the embedded, to be honest. We've seen him play it a couple of times in this tournament, and it just seems like every single time the enemy team deals with it very well, either by ganking when EGM is not there, or by controlling him in the early game.
Right.
He's a really good and talented support player, but he just doesn't really... I feel like we don't get to see him shine on this hero at all, in comparison to other players we've seen in our tournament, such as Jotum, who played it excellently. We might have seen one from No Tail. Something tells me he played it once as well. Could be wrong.
Well,
But
Jotum
then
is the
some
most
category on the night.
memorable for sure.
Definitely.
That was a disgusting game.
And
For
EG
sure.
are just outplaying them pretty hard right now. So Tinker are falling behind by about 10k gold and about 7k experience, and that's after winning the laning stage, to be honest. Like, the bot lane was looking really good for them, with Koika getting free farm in 2-on-1 lane. The mid lane, Viper, didn't do too well, but also not too bad. He was okay. And in the top lane, I guess maybe that's where the trouble was in the beginning of the Tinker. They didn't get so much out of top. And the Jakiro just hasn't seemed to have that much impact. Speaking of which, now he will try to do so.
Oh man, Zai gets caught out trying to get the greedy kill on Wraith King. It wasn't even going to be a kill in all likelihood. Well, that depends, I suppose. So the wand is going to be super valuable for Koithka. Expect that to not be dropped for quite a while because you have two ways to get rid of some of his mana capacity, thanks to the OD Astral Imprisonment, and I think the mana burn from Nyx is a little bit overrated against strength heroes since it's intelligence based, but it's still worth casting, I suppose.
It's still pretty good. If you look at Wraith King's mana pool right now, he has -10 because he's been Astral, so when he gets that back, now he does. Or, no, that was in threats. So when he gets this back in a moment, he's gonna have 2 more than he has right now, because he's reliably gonna be on it.
Oh boy! No, Macroparty, the Forstaff's not gonna get Arteezy out, but the support is coming, and Team Tinker seems to understand this, and they back up.
So what's Koithka's mana like? He will have 34 plus 13 hits, which is... sorry, 34 plus 7, which is 41. So the mana burn, that's pretty significant, right? It's currently 4 times that. So he burns 164. That's the mana cost of his ultimate.
Is under attack.
That is really good.
I don't know, as the game goes later,
But you're right, the synergy maybe between OD and Nyx isn't that good, because OD will remove the int first and mana burns worse, so they need to do it in the right order.
Which they've been doing for the most part, I suppose. But the wand, I mean, the less mana capacity you have, the better the wand actually becomes, because it's a fixed amount and it doesn't scale based on percentage, so the wand actually could theoretically bring him to full mana capacity with a couple astrals used. That's why do you think a soul ring would be needed at some point for him? Or do you think the wand is sufficient?
The D is for dead.
Yep, he's
maybe
dead.
not. The D is for...
I'm calling it, Cinder, and I'm gonna call it, bro.
Is he dead?
You see? You like that call? Zai
Dire's top tower
has Vendetta looking for Koithka. Spear's gonna find him first. There goes the Searing Chains to stun upon him, but Koithka's gonna get found out. His ultimate's still up, of course. Oh, they might not even pop him. He can blink in 1 second. He's gonna do so. Okay, he doesn't bother. He did not bother. He's like, fuck it. I want to cool down on my spell. No big deal. That was good.
At least he does have level 2.
Yeah,
so it's not that bad.
Okay, apparently there was a
Although
kill.
really wanted that tower, got glyphed. Universe RPs and solos him at the tower and then denies. That's gotta suck. He was really close to getting
RP used, I think, this game as well.
Icat gonna get Astral. Oh, that's another nice kill from Zai.
These are super hard to hit. Okay, double stun coming out, basically with that spike carapace. Yeah, that was a lot of damage, but not enough for a kill so far for Arteezy. He's now on the run, getting Astral, the Wraith King, EGM. Orphotic shields himself, Fear, trying to chase. This is like the weirdest chase ever. Arteezy just going complete circle. Searing Chains is going to catch Bycat, but now they're going to turn on to Fear himself. He has okay, no, he has nothing to get away. The Astral is very nice from Arteezy. Ultimate for PPD, doing a decent amount of damage. Koithka looks down. Bycat is still alive somehow, trying to finish off Arteezy. Does not do so. And Team Tinker dropping like flies. EGM on the run. Boba should be there to save the day. Has a nice little cyclone. Into Macropyre. PPD chasing a little bit too far. He's at half HP, trying to run away. And here comes Fear. They're going to get the kill. Okay. Yeah. He's starting to do some damage with those drums, Battle Fury. And Zai is again
really good farm.
Vendetta.
Oh,
boy. Yeah, that's a dead Bulba. That's basically a team wipe. So EG,
and that was without
really
Universe
good.
even there. He got the tier 2 bottom at the same time. They're getting extremely much out of this Ember Spirit OD combination. The time they buy with both the heroes, both with the Astral and the Force Staff, and of course the general mobility of Ember Spirit, they are kiting Tinker. And the thing that they do extremely well against with their heroes is the whole single target focus that the Tinker squad have. The Wraith King stun, the Viper ultimate. Both of them can be disjointed with Astral, both of them can be disjointed with a good timing Fire Remnant jumping through. And they're using that against Tinker. And even if they get hit by the abilities, they still find ways to kite around and just extend the fight to get multiple slides off, multiple chains, and of course Arteezy with an ult that almost kills 3 heroes doesn't hurt either.
And like you said, Universe hasn't been part of almost any fight. We didn't even see the RP because that's the only kill we've missed, is the single target onto Jakiro. I mean, he's working on a refresher, and we haven't seen him in the team fight. That's scary for Team Tinker, for sure. Pycat does have his Aghanim Scepter, so what are they waiting for exactly for Team Tinker? Koifka looks like he's going for a BKB. I'm guessing that's what they're waiting for here.
I don't know what you're waiting for at this point, because I feel like they've missed the timing window. This is the time when I would have said their lineup is probably going to have taken all tier 1s, maybe one Roche, and might be working on some tier 2s as a map control. They've taken one tower, and that's not good enough in a 23-minute game when you have Jakiro and 2 tanky frontliners in Wraith King and Viper with an Abaddon. They just haven't been able to gather up and get the fight they wanted and get a tower. So at this point, you're basically playing a farming game against a team with OD Ember with Empower late game. Like, I'm gonna say it now, the chance of Tinker winning late game is 1%. It's that hard against this lineup there. They don't have the tools, so they're gonna have to start doing something right now. Gather up, try to push a tower, try to find a team fight, maybe smoke ganks, anything.
Oh, they
need to be active.
Okay, never mind. Thought they were gonna find EGM, but the skewer is off the mark. But
and
the
even playing against Magnus late game too with 2 RPs like this. If this were CM, the lineup of EG is a fully capable late game lineup for CM. It will win most CM games in late game. So,
well, Team Tinker seems to understand this. They're going to go for the gank, but Zai finds them with this Vendetta, and actually they're going to be squeezed in here if they're not careful. Sing Sing gets bursted down very easily, and there's the RP on 3 heroes. This is going to be an easy team wipe going the way of Team Tinker. EGM will get out because he's on the other side of the map. Nice blink from Koifka. Alright, so I called the team wipe. That was close. It was 3 heroes.
Well, to be fair, Koifka should have died there too. He made a really nice play, and EG weren't really ready for that blink and didn't get to follow up on the line. That right there is still the problem that, and especially I love Fear going BKB here, because I think a lot of Embers at this point will be like, wow, I'm snowballing, I'm doing really well, let me get some more damage so I can like start one-shotting support, so that's really cool, but the thing is, they can't actually stop him when he's deep. They can't kill him during it. The Wraith King is pretty much useless, especially with the Maelstrom build-up, which doesn't really work against him. You've got a Viper, whose damage doesn't go through. Sure, it can slow him, but he doesn't really care too much about it. And Jakiro's useless. Like, BKB completely shuts down Tinker's lineup. I wouldn't be surprised to see OD get one next after the Scythe either.
Yeah, that's actually a very questionable pickup to me. I mean, this is used to farm up, obviously. I mean, he already has a Midas for that, I feel. Because not only is this not good against BKB, which OD is surely to get, we're going to see initiation here, perhaps Koifka. Going to get Searing Chains after it was on EGM, who robotic shields Koifka. Koifka doesn't have his ultimate. Sanity Skill's not quite enough to finish on Koifka, who's now getting chased by Fear, who pops the BKB. He's going to try to right-click away. He might be in trouble here. He's going to get the kill. Tries to get out. Universe in the meantime coming to help his support out. EGM, aquatic shields himself. The Searing Chains is there as well. A double kill for Universe. It's a 4 for 2 with 1 buyback. Koifka's back in the mix. But not only that, but if your target, I mean your main 2 targets, if you're Wraith King, are OD and Ember Spirit, right? Ember Spirit has Flame Guard as well. It's like the magic damage is pretty much negligent against him.
Oh, Koifka. He's gonna regret doing that blink stun, I think.
Gonna get him. Yeah, that's a dieback. EG looking real good right now, tell you what.
And the RP wasn't there in that team fight. If they had that at that point in time, Tinker would have been run over. But they got a little bit of space and they got, like you said, 2 kills. But still, they had to buy back Koifka, where Koifka effectively died 3 times now. He lost Reincarnation, then he died, and then he brought back and died again. And what are they getting for it? I think Viper is actually getting farmed at a decent rate. Considering his early game, I think Pycat has made a nice comeback here. He has Ags and 3.5k gold, but there's just no single miracle item that's going to pull them back. There's no, say, hero who's just incredible with BKB on their lineup who can just counter out EG. There's no sudden damage item that's going to make a huge difference. I think it's very difficult to itemize, to be honest, for Tinker, but I'm definitely with you on the Maelstrom pickup on Wraith King not being the right choice here. I get where he's coming from, and a lot of the time you fall into, like, I call this autopilot when it comes to item choices, that you don't really think necessarily that critically about the game situation, but just get what you know, quote-unquote, usually get on a hero, because it's good. I think in this game...
bottom lane. Using there from Boba. Really nice defensive measures here. Pycat's going to pop his ult on Universe. He's in a lot of trouble now, taking that damage over time from both heroes, and he falls during his skewer. Fear should be okay. You can use a nice little sleight of fist to harass a bit. And Team Tinker needs a lot more of that. I mean, that's just the beginning.
Yeah.
But, like, what is Koithka
Oh,
go
if they
then?
get fear, that's a really good start.
He's staying around for a very long time. That was the 8-second
now.
BKB.
Yep.
But if you're in Koithka's shoes, what would you have gone then? Because I thought it was going to be a BKB, which isn't amazing, but it's not bad, honestly. I mean, you're not going to get Astral, you're not going to get Impaled.
Yeah. I would say either BKB if you want to take the fighting route, which I think he has to. I think playing farming mode is not the solution to the problem. So BKB to fight would probably have been my first suggestion, and secondary, if he didn't want to go for that and he wanted damage, I would take some really hardcore physical damage. Just they can kill the targets fast. This Maelstrom isn't doing anything against the BKBs now. They're gonna get a freebie on Zai, who's out of position, so that's another good kill for Tinker. They're starting to buy some time. They're gonna need a hell of a lot of time. This is the only way of doing it, and well, once again, time isn't enough. They need kills and towers. And
No, I mean, the real issue...
no sign of collateral yet.
Like, the hardest heroes, I'd put him in the top 5 to play against late game. Magnus is one of them, but more Ember Spirit is so hard. I mean, how do you push against this hero? As long as he saves for like a buyback, the fact that you can sleight of fist from range, pretty much putting yourself at 0 risk, and it scales well with items, it's... I don't know what... It's such a hard hero to play against.
So
And
if he's top
really
5,
well.
and Magnus is top 5, and you put Empower and Ember, then together they're like top 25.
What?
God damn it, Shannon. Together they're top 1 then.
1? Yeah. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with top 1. Even with OD being the 1. I mean, if you put Juan himself in that mix, then that's definitely top 1.
Oh god.
Universe looking for an RP. Skewers and Koithka. He pops his wand at the last second, so he'll be back up. We have another fight brewing. Perhaps Koithka gets sheeped. Man, he is just dead, man. Oh my god, this burst damage is ridiculous. 2 dead right off the bat for Team Tinker. Bulba getting stunned thanks to the spike carapace. EGM's gonna TP out. Pycat doesn't have a TP, but they don't look like he's gonna be found. They're just gonna clean up on Bulba. Yeah, this, I don't know how Team Tinker comes back from this. This is just way too far back.
Tower is under attack.
I don't think they realize how far they're behind either.
Dire's
They
middle
have a good
tower
idea
has
that they're definitely losing this game, but you know, looking at the numbers and the number of
Dire's
numbers of
middle
towers
tower is
taken,
under
well,
attack.
maybe you can assume it's a 20k lead,
Dire's structures are fortified.
The
Well, he just
distribution
lost
of
that
gold-
fight horribly, and there was no RPUs, and you see he has 2 to work with.
but yeah,
So, I mean, what do you do?
that's a good point. Well, if Arteezy lands a good ult, they just get stomped. Arteezy chose to not go for the BKB though, working on the Shivas, so his ult hits even harder. He has
Radiant's top
172
tower
and
is under
they're
attack.
gonna face pushing with
Dire's
3
middle
heroes
tower
while
has
showing
fallen.
2 in the bot lane. They're gonna pay the price for this, I think, here.
Whoa! Big boy!
Okay. That's just cocky right there from EG.
Well, that's EG's style, though. They wouldn't be EG without a little bit of cockiness thrown in there, right?
A bounty which my nature hath reprised.
He had
Radiant's top
BKB
tower
up, too.
has been denied.
That was interesting. He actually could have lived. Maybe it was one of those scenarios he didn't know, because I didn't know for sure if that projectile would actually follow him or not. Like, sometimes it follows you, but doesn't actually proc if you blink out or
I
something.
still think projectiles always follow Ember Spirit's ult. Unless if you jump through them, then you're like...
Not every
invulnerable.
projectile, though.
I
Right?
think so. I
Really?
think they all follow.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
When you jump, because you're still your hero. You're just it's movement, but your hero gets fall. I'm pretty sure like even Wraith King Stun would follow him. But the thing is that attack from Pycat, if you BKBs in the last second, it was
Roshan has
a poison
fallen
attack.
to the Dire.
So I think if you BKB with a poison attack midair, you take the physical part of the attack, but not the magical one. That would be my guess. It doesn't really make sense that you can BKB a poison attack shot, right? You can BKB other spells, but this is actually a really good question, because I don't recall seeing this being relevant ever, pretty much, that you could BKB a poison attack shot. But logic would say, the way the shot works is that it's a hybrid, right? It's part magic, part physical, so you can't cast it on magic immune targets, you have to, then you just get a regular attack. But if
Why
the
do we
shot
always
is
find
midair,
the
you
weird
can-
mechanics to talk
yeah,
about?
I don't know. I feel like it's 1 or 2 new ones every game. It's pretty incredible how many
It's very
nifty
interesting.
things happen.
Oh, what was the... Oh boy, I'm gonna put myself in a hole here, but what was the thing we were talking about last time? There was some mechanic question we didn't know for sure, and I tested it, and I don't remember what it was. I actually went and tested it. Do you remember by any chance? Oh boy, you have better memory than me, Syndrin.
Yeah, now you're putting me on the spot. I don't.
Yep, you're on the spot.
I don't remember.
Fail. Alright, we'll have to look at the hero list. Maybe I can think of what the hell we were talking about. I mean, once we're done casting, I just forget everything we said. Literally everything.
Dyer's middle
Like it's like
barracks
I've never
are under
talked to you
attack.
before.
That's good. That's how you
Radiant's bottom
continue
tower
casting,
is under
because else the
attack.
memories would wear you down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was some mechanic quick. Maybe somebody in chat can let us know.
You like wake up every morning, you're like, oh, this is great. This is gonna be the first time casting ever. I can't wait. I'm gonna say whatever I want. So you never learn.
Whatever I want. I never learn. Yule's on Pycat and, well, nothing comes of it. Zai's just showing off that item, I suppose. Arteezy now officially has the Shivas. So his damage is getting out of control. Big surprises. Yeah, this happened a couple. Oh, actually, really nice 4-stat from Arteezy onto his teammate, but is it gonna be enough? No, it's not.
Well, you know, when you've seen the movie before, you know the ending, and that was the same ending too.
Yeah.
Else it would have been
Well,
another
that's not
movie,
true.
right?
Sometimes they're deleted scenes, so
Oh,
I
well,
beg
the
to
deleted
differ.
scene
Syndrin.
there was that Nyx had a Yules, but it was kind of not really. That's why it was a deleted scene. They thought it was gonna be cool, but it was kind of anticlimactic anyway.
Typical. Freaking directors think they know everything, you know?
Dyer's
And at
bottom
the end, they're
tower
like, alright,
is
just
under
cut it.
attack.
This was actually garbage.
That was a darling. The Nyx Yules was a darling in the film.
I feel like that's not an American saying. You'd have to explain to people what the heck that means.
A darling?
But, no, mostly we have Europeans watching, so maybe they don't care. Yeah, I don't.
Okay, I don't
know what
think
it
this
means,
has.
but
Yeah, I don't think it has
Dyer's
any sort
bottom
of
tower is under
country
attack.
attached to it in a way. I think it's just a term you use in the movie industry.
Radiant's middle
A
tower
darling
is
is
under
when you
attack.
have some sort of cool idea that you absolutely have to get in the film, and then it turns out that either it's impossible or it's kind of stupid, but you really want it so bad, and then when it goes to film creation or movie creation, you give up on it in the end. That's called kill your darlings. That's what they call them. That part of the
Kill your darlings.
filmmaking process is give up on
Man.
those ridiculous ideas that seem so cool in the moment, but then weren't really good.
Zai just loves the drive-by Yules. He Yules and then just runs away every time. It's like, eat that 50 damage when you hit the ground, bro. Wait, is it 50 or 100? I'm gonna have to check this now.
5,000.
I'm gonna miss a kill looking for this. I'm gonna blame you.
It's 50.
Okay, thank you. Magnus gets stunned. Uh-oh. The Yules. This is not a deleted scene.
How
This is
many
just a
times
repeat.
does Zai want to get caught out here?
That's his style, man.
He's a scout. He's died 9 times on Nyx out of the 20 deaths the team has. I can relate to this.
Except you were the 5, right? Not the 4?
He kind of is becoming the 5 in this game at this rate.
Well, but the intention is for him to be
Yeah, that's
4.
true. The intention is for him is also not done. Sometimes the intention's not the way it works out. Oh, Koiko on the chase. He will
Find the
perhaps
Crystal
find TP.
Maiden.
No.
No. Actually, 2 TPs out for EG. They're not going to pull a Zai. We can just call that a Zai from now on, getting caught off guard. Something like that. And then if it's going too aggressive, call it an Arteezy. What do you think? I honestly, those are like legit.
Calling it an Arteezy when you go too aggressive?
Yeah, when you dive and then just die, that's an Arteezy, that's getting cocky. And Zai is just getting caught off guard over and over again. What do you think? You like that?
I don't know, I feel like you're putting EG
Radiant's
in a
middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so
But
we've got
also,
2
you can-
nicknames for EG. Both of them are based on making mistakes.
That's true. Maybe that's not indicative of how good they actually are.
It's not really fair.
By the way, I'm going to put it on record as saying I think Zai is actually the best player on EG. I've been saying that for a while. I think he's ridiculously good.
He's showcasing it this game.
No,
Great
I just feel
scouting.
like for some reason, like in Captain's Draft, he just something's happened. Is he not like trying to the highest degree? I don't know.
I
It's
also,
hard to say.
to be honest, I think he's actually, apart from those pickoffs, the times he's been killed, I think his Nyx performance in this game has been really solid. It looks kind of grim when you look at the score because he's died 9 times, but let's not forget he's been part of 16 kills. He has a really good kill attendance. He's been providing a lot of vision, and even if you get ganked like that by 3 heroes a couple of times in the enemy jungle, you still get intel, right? It's not a useless death. It opens up the map for everyone else, and this is the classic space created kind of thing. But it really has been creating a lot of space. His aggressive plays have forced out a lot of sentries. He's landed a lot of great double or triple impales regardless of being countered.
It's true, his impales have been impressive.
I mean, it's a good Nyx performance. If it wasn't for these deaths, he would probably have played almost the perfect game. That's not realistic, and it's also not an easy lineup to play Nyx against. So, I think he's done alright.
Let's look at the graphs real quick.
Oh, he's gonna get spotted now.
The Koifka?
Oh, they can't really kill him.
Well, he finishes the Mjolnir, and I still don't. Well, he gets attack speed off, so that's helpful. I mean, will the static charge, is that what it's called? Static.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna miss a
called
kill
static
looking for
charge.
this. Alright, we'll just call it static charge.
It's called static charge.
The static charge, is it useful in any way? Now, how much damage does it do? Because it could take on Flame Guard relatively quickly with a couple procs, I suppose. Maybe that's
But not when he's in BKB.
something to think about it.
Right? I mean, what are you gonna do? It's
Fierce BKB, quite good.
I'm still not really feeling this Mjolnir now, even come late game. It's a good way of pushing out, it's a good way of gaining farm, and I think the main reason he got it was to continue farming.
Oh, a little bit of
more
next time on the
interested in
Shiva. Sing Sing gets on his Yules. Arteezy pops the BKB, goes to work. Bulba gets healed at the last second. Very nicely done from EGM, and now Arteezy's trying to TP out. He'll get out.
They can't do anything against
in the end, all they've lost is Bulba, who I thought actually lived because of EGM's amazing heal at the last second, but... Alright, well, all that's lost is one. That's as good a trade as you can get from Team Tinker.
No, one lived.
death. Huh?
One lived.
Yeah, I know.
He ported out.
I know, but they're so far behind that losing one is a good trade for them, is what I'm saying.
Well, they didn't lose one. He ported out.
No, Team Tinker lost one.
Yes,
Jakiro.
EG didn't lose one. He ported out. Come on.
I know. Oh god, this is just getting out of hand with these puns, man. Speaking of, well, this isn't quite.
He might live. He will live.
Oh, okay. They have no vision. The gem is
here
on
comes the
PPD. Universe trying to get up his RP, but he actually uses it on nothing. I think that was one of those cancellation type things, where it just continues the animation afterwards. Cat trying to TP out, and he gets frostbit at the last moment. Wraith King will be a cleanup as well for EG. So in the end,
really
Zai lives.
awkward. That was really awkward. They still managed to get both kills. A lot of confusion and panic, force staffs coming out from EG. The first RP even missing. Still get 2 kills. Do we have buybacks? No. This is a lane of racks. They cannot defend that. They're two highest damage heroes right now on the sidelines. EG probably don't know they don't have buybacks, so they might be a little cautious.
Well, they know that both RPs are down though, of course. There's a blink skewer onto EGM, gets his ult off. He's gonna heal up basically to full HP. PPD going about the half HP thanks to Bulba. Nice and kill on the EGM.
He just got gold.
What?
I thought I just checked and Pycat didn't have enough gold. Did they get a tower or something? No. Okay, they did. Oh, my bad. Well, Koiba definitely doesn't have it.
Man, Sing Sing gets destroyed from range. Like, there's literally nothing you can do if you're Sing Sing in this case.
Oh my.
He gets Sleight of Fist, Searing Chain combination. You're almost dead just from that, and then Nyx comes in with a blink mana burn. Like, there's nothing you can do. The joys of playing a support or an underfarmed named Lesh. Here's gonna pop his Flame Guard to dissipate a little bit of this damage from a Viper Strike, not all of it. And Skewer's gonna miss because of the Astral Imprisonment by his teammate, not the best communication. Of course, remember, RP is still down, so as far as their team fight's concerned, it's really mostly Fear just doing that. God damn, Fear, that is disgusting. Nice, Aquatic Shield taking out the sheep. Gets Force Staff up the cliff. EGM ulted up again somehow. See how long this fight's been going. Wraith King comes back up thanks to Reincarnation. That was basically a full ult from Juan Fernandez. Quick pops the BKB, trying to go to work, but the villain only does so much, especially against his BKB targets. All you can really rely on is your right click. And it looks as if the tower will go down. Yeah, Sing Sing again, like, just from range. Like, he can't get anything off. Poor Lesh, man.
He can't do it.
Top lane this game, though.
Like, it's borderline impossible to play Lesh under these conditions. Pycat's not gonna get open on this. This is going to be game. He just
GG.
Dire's top barracks
So EG stays alive in our tournament. If they lose one game, it's likely over. Even if they win every game, it's not 100%.
It's very hard to imagine that they make top 4. It's not hard to imagine, but a lot of things need to click for them to get top 4 with a 6-8 score. With a 7-7 score, not as much needs to, but it's still definitely possible. And I think the one team they would be fighting against in that case, but no, never mind. Let's wait with that until game 2 is over. Let's have a look at that first. So, like you said, well, pretty dominant